Trump is now into a escalation trap. Good morning, folks. We are coming to you from the Far East, and of course, we pray for America at this critical time. We're a very dangerous time where the wars have now escalated again. Trump is now into a escalation trap, which his pride is clouding him from the terrible disaster that he has made listening to Netanyahu and the genocidal government of Israel that is, of course, is controlling America and now has control over 98.2% of the whole Congress. They almost passed the military merger with America and Israel, which would have been an unbelievable coup and would have destroyed America and, of course, decimated our ability to be a sovereign nation. So it is a very critical time. Trump is falling into a dangerous trap and on his way in creating more disaster and, of course, going against the MAGA promises that he made to the people. This is a critical time in which his true character and nature is coming out forth. However, it is, of course, a bad situation time, and, of course, there's escalation in the war zone period. Of course, we've been praying for the quick ceasefire, quick ending, although that is becoming now more and more grim as America now is dropping off with only 2 weeks left of strategic oil reserve. And of course, a global depression waiting on the horizon right here as Iran has now become more powerful after the war. And of course, and the straits are now closed off again. So we are in a tremendous crisis situation again. There's a lot of bad actors moving around, of course. And of course, President Trump has moved very far away from the promises that he made and is now leading with the neocons, getting the same result and, of course, the same endless wars that we were promised he would not do. So he's breaking his promises. And, of course, he's going down the road of failure as King David if he does not quickly pull out of here. However, even in the time of failure of a central figure on the earth, God's providence does not stop. And, of course, even in that situation, the worst case situation where it's full out nuclear war, et cetera, Armageddon, which the different factions within the Zionist camp want because they are the religious Zionists that want the total apocalyptic endgame vision and the collection of the war of Gog and Magog with Persia and Iran, that is Iran, and Russia to usher in their apocalyptic vision of the third temple and their Mashiach, which is basically the Antichrist from a Christian view. So it is a unbelievable time that we're working in, of course, the second tier of financiers behind the scenes that is financing all this greater Israel expansion, so both the monetary and the religious realms working together to fulfill satanic prophecy